Plot holes, funny scenes and fun moments. Below is a list of War Dog's goofs. Find out the hidden errors, mistakes and funny moments in the movie.
Anachronisms.
When David is jogging in Albania, he's wearing Apple's earbuds with the longer controls which included the mic. These were introduced with the iPhone 3GS in June 2009, well after the story takes place. Character error. During the flight to Albania, when Bashkim's wife begs David Packhouse for information about her husband, she speaks Romanian, not Albanian. At the end of the Triangle of Death trip, Ephraim proclaims that's the AUY guarantee. The company name is actually AEY. The mistake is even more noticeable because the company name, AEY, was based on the initials of Ephraim's siblings and the E would have been his own.
Continuity.
At 18:05 when Ephraim is explaining David, you see a couple, girl with a pink top and a guy with a green trunk, coming from far away. In the next shoot, they are passing behind Ephraim, and when the focus is on David, you can see them behind David. In the chase scene in Iraq when the smuggler enters the truck, the back of the truck seems fairly empty aside from some crates stacked against the cab. A moment later when they are celebrating being rescued by the American Army, the crates are against the back of the truck, which make the truck seem full. According to news and talk shows seen on David's television the day before and after he started working for Ephraim, it was late February 2005. In voiceover, he states that he learned the business over the next 6 weeks, which would advance the story to mid-April 2005. But in a montage of him learning how to use the federal website, the synopsis for the Beretta web page is dated in March 2006. According to the talk show, David is watching the night who tells him she's pregnant. It is late February 2005 and she said she conceived a few weeks ago. Later in the film, a check given to Ralph is dated mid-September 2005, which is roughly 8 months later. But a few moments later in the film when it discovers David is selling guns instead of sheets, she says she's only 5 months pregnant. According to news and talk shows on David's TV when he starts working with Ephraim, it is late February 2005, and when they go to Iraq, his voiceover says he'd been working with Ephraim for 6 months, which would be around late August 2005. But the date entered on the ledger when Ephraim gets paid in Baghdad is for a date in June of 2006. Errors in geography. When it is firstly presented Albania, in fact it can be seen a picture of Palace of Parliament, Bucharest, Romania. Factual errors. In real life, Ephraim was obsessed with the movie Lord of War, not Scarface. During the price tag sequence showing American soldiers in Iraq, the voiceover mentions M16 rifles, while the correct type designation would be M4. When the woman tells David her husband, Bashkim, is missing, she talks in Romanian, not in Albanian. When one of the main characters had a gun pointed at his head in Albania, the masked man holding him stood directly behind him. If the shot were taken, the masked man would have been seriously wounded, at least. Even if repacking the AK-47 7.62 bullets, with changing Chinese boxes to plastic bags, each bullet would have a clear factory information and production year and head stamp. When Ephraim is explaining bidding to David, using the Robbie Friedman concept, a couple, a girl in pink bikini top with a guy in yellow shorts walk past them. Seconds later the same couple are seen coming towards them. Incorrectly regarded as goofs. When David and Ephraim meet with Henri the arms dealer in Las Vegas, David's voiceover says when Iraq hung Saddam Hussein for crimes against humanity, rumor was Henri sold them the rope they used. The scene is set in mid-2006, and Saddam was executed in December 2006. However, David is providing an after-the-fact overview to the entire story.
Spoilers.
The goof item below may give away important plot points. Continuity. When David and Ephraim have their picture taken after successfully moving guns through the Triangle of Death, David poses holding a gun in one hand and flipping the bird with the other. Later on in the movie, the same photo shows up in a frame. David holds a gun in one hand and makes the rock-on symbol with the other. The war dogs goofs.